Hey, welcome back to the channel. It's Larry here. Glad to have you back. It's been a few weeks. I've had quite a few of my video performances unfortunately cut. I appealed the decisions. I lost all the decisions, which was the first time that I've actually put the full appeal in and got nowhere. So here we are. We're coming back strong. I'm going to be starting with Dogs Remix 2018. Now, I've heard some naysayers and I've heard some people that have really loved the remix. So I'm really anxious to actually take a listen to those compared to the gritty sort of recording of the 1977 album Animals. And we're going to do each anthem song in sequence. So we'll be starting out today with Dogs, one of my favorite songs ever. Now, if you saw my first reaction to the 1977 studio version, you saw it just blew me up. Because really at that particular time in my life, I was sitting in a house in the forest in Rio de Janeiro, and I did that song reaction and analysis. I had to edit about 20 minutes out of that video because I felt a little too exposed, personally. And I can tell you now, because some time has passed since then, that when I did that video, my biological father literally died alone of cancer 2 days previous. It was a gut punch. In a way, it's like, we're conditioned. Sorry for the preamble here, but I just want to put some context. You can skip ahead to the video reaction, but I just want to put a little context here. Dogs was always my favorite song, and Animals was always my favorite album by Pink Floyd. The Wall was a definite close second because that's how I got introduced to Pink Floyd, watching The Wall movie, which I thought was extraordinary. So then, I actually heard Animals prior to The Wall, and I really loved it. It just kind of hit my soul in some ways. I couldn't understand it. I was young, but, after covering the original some time ago, it really, boom, really blew up my heart and my mind. So today, with Dogs being first and foremost, we're going to do the 3 long songs in progression over the next 3 weeks. See how the nuances of the remix differ from the old sort of gritty recording from 1977. As we know, the album is about, a kind of dystopian future, tyranny, run amok with 3 classes of people. The dogs chasing around, trying to maybe we'll talk about it after the song. Look, it's been 3.5 minutes. Let's sit back, relax, take a listen to this 2018 remix. I expect it to be beautiful. And so, without further ado, let's go. Nice visual. I love that guitar, that entree, like a meat in the food.
You got to be crazy.
I'm crazy.
Gotta have
right
a
now.
real need.
Okay, settle down.
Gotta sleep on your toes. And when you're on the street, you got to be able to pick out the easy meat with your eyes closed. Then moving in silently downwind and out of sight. You got to strike when the moment is right without thinking. And after a while, you can work on points for style, like the club tie and the firm handshake, a sudden look in the eye and an easy smile. You have to be trusted by the people that you lie to.
Those are some serious lyrics right there. That first verse, it just sets the tone for what's coming. And Gilmore doing the same. Great drumming by Nick Mason. This is where I start feeling I have to say introspective. We just talked about an entire life cycle of a go-getter. This song has so much space. There's the dogs. Just the contrasting the layers is just. How did they do it? It's brilliant. G minor. Sounds great. just profound. I don't know if any person has the vocabulary to fulfill the superlatives that are needed for this multi-layered, incredible, even the noises here. I'm sorry for disturbing the song. You know that's not my usual thing, but and I'm finding this remix, by the way, extraordinarily beautiful. The sound, the depths, the bass, the drum kit sound, the treble, the little ride cymbal going there. It's great. I love it. And this song, oh, beautiful sound in this remix. And there's the dogs doing their thing. Ravishing society of its material items. For their overlords. Do you love dogs? I love dogs. Even the sound of them make me feel. But in the context of this song, like the little tap on the snare drum by Nick Mason there. And Rick Wright's keyboard playing. I think the visual goes very well with this part of the song. It's like screams. I never heard that before. Love that.
Confused. Sometimes it seems to me as if I'm just being used. Gotta stay awake, gotta try and shake off this creeping malaise. If I don't stand my own ground, how can I find my way out of this maze? Deaf, dumb, blind.
Perfection.
You just keep on pretending that everyone's expendable and no one has a real friend. And it seems to you the thing to
I got to pull myself together again. This song is just, well, there's two things I'd like to get off my chest immediately. Number one, the song in its entirety, I found something a little bit new this time listening to it, and that is it goes from sort of a tone of violence to these breaks, and then a severe melancholy, and then it picks up again. It goes into this, I think what is being expressed as violence, societal violence, and then it breaks, and it just gives you a psychological break. It's like, okay, and then it starts building up again, the verses and the profound lyrics about what the dogs are in society in this, dystopian future, what role they're playing, and then it goes into violence again, and then the cries of the dogs during some of those breaks. It's just, and the lyrics, are quite violent in parts, and then very sad and so morose that how can you not get teary-eyed, when you're really tuned into this song? That's the first thing I wanted to talk about. I hadn't noticed it before, but from each section of the song as it progresses, it does that. It plays with you. It's like, okay, get angry, receive this violence from this song, and then, okay, take a breath. But even during the take a breath moments, you have these sounds and sort of like psychedelia, perhaps, that start to make you think and contemplate about life and what this song is about and what the lyrics is trying to articulate. The second thing I want to get off my chest right away is David freaking Gilmour. I think, hands down, maybe not hands down, because, look, but he's done extraordinary other songs. But for me, this is David Gilmour at his absolute best. He's a giant in this song. Every lead, the acoustic parts, the rhythm parts, everything's done by David Gilmour. I believe on this album, I certainly learned in the comment section from another song that David Gilmour played bass on a lot of the songs on this album, perhaps on this song as well. His guitar work, raunchy, soulful, just like searingly cutting through your soul like a Ginsu knife. Now that kind of dates me a little bit, but it's just absolutely stunning what David Gilmour does in this song. And look, I've got some philosophical issues with Roger Waters, and I'll admit that, but without his songwriting abilities, none of this would have existed. Roger Waters, with that cynical and that dark attitude that he had back then, forget about today, I won't even go into that, but to create such masterpiece albums, like, think about it. There was Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here, Animals, and then The Wall. Like, just think of those 4 albums in a row. Like, forget about prior and after. This song is just a marvel. It's really it's a master class. It's really a master class of songwriting. The instrumentation, the musicality of this song is just something out of this world. I'm not going to go into all of what this song is about. I think if you're watching this, you probably get the context of this song, in so much as it's based loosely on George Orwell's Animal Farm. There are other songs built on 1984 by other bands, but it's very Orwellian, this song. And it speaks to the nasty 1970s. This was after the Vietnam War had just ripped society apart, both in Britain and the United States, Canada, a lot of Western countries. It divided society, much like today, with all the shit that's going on in today's world. So it's a very profound masterclass of creating and articulating and expressing viewpoints that are timeless. They're endless. You can layer the song on today's events that are going on. I mean, we had a presidential hopeful just shot in the head a month ago, and that's not even in the news cycle anymore because so many other things, usurped it. I mean, it's unbelievable. Guys, listen, and gals out there, please leave your comments. Oh, one last thing. So the 2018 remix of this song, so far, I'll do the other two songs as well. And I can do the beginning and ending songs. They're just a Roger Waters thing. So I'm going to do the other two, Sheep and Pigs, as well, coming up over the next couple of weeks. The 28 remix, I thought it sounded absolutely marvelous. Of course, I like the grit of the original vinyl, but this just, it really has that depth and to all the instruments, which is really quite well done. I know there's a lot of critiques out there. I'm not one of them. I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't have to rate this song. I've already rated the 1977 version as a masterpiece, and it's still a masterpiece. 2018, 1977, no matter. This thing is a masterpiece, and for my money, I think it's the best song that Pink Floyd ever created. That's just me. That's my opinion. I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section. Check it out. I'm also going to leave a link to my Substack. I've recently started writing about a lot of different topics, including music. And I'll leave that down there if you want to take a look at some of my thoughts, essays, articles that I've been writing over the last few weeks as well. Please subscribe, but do the notifications bell because, like I said at the beginning of the video, there's only about 5 or 8% of the people that are subscribed that actually see these videos. And that's what the analytics are telling me. So listen, without further ado, I know this is a long video. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I love interacting with you in the comment section. So drop a note and we can talk about whatever you like to. And so wherever you are, whoever you are, have a great week. Have a great end of your week. And goodbye from the Pacific Northwest of North America.